Bienvenue. Welcome to the 25th annual Sister Cities silent auction and French dinner. So 25 years of I can't tell you how much we appreciate your support of this event. We are thrilled to be this evening here at the Stonegate. We haven't been here in we think it's about 4 years, maybe 5 years, and they were closed and they renovated, and we're quite pleased with the beauty of this room. So I hope you're enjoying the facility as much as we are. It also gave us plenty of room for our silent auction. As you can see, we have nearly 100 items that we're auctioning off this evening, in addition to an amazing piece of artwork, which we will talk about in a little bit later. My name is Lillian Mosier, and I happen to be the chair of the Sister Cities Commission. And before I introduce our esteemed guests, the mayor and trustees and members of leadership of the village, I'd like to introduce the commission and also the spouses of the commission, because as you well know, they never get a chance to do it without their spouse's help. And they're here helping serve wine. They're working back at the sports memorabilia. So if I could ask my Sister Cities Commission and the spouses who have, or significant others who have been a part of this evening, would you please stand so we could recognize all of you? Please stand, all of you. Thank you so much. It's a big task to put on an event like this, and I thank the Stonegate for making it possible, and all their servers, and Janet, the general manager, to make it possible. So thank you to all of them. I would like to introduce the mayor, who has been so supportive of our organization, and we're part of the village, the Sister Cities Commission. I'd like to introduce Mayor McLeod so he can introduce the important guests who are in attendance this evening from the village. So, Mayor McLeod.
25th anniversary of this great event. I remember it used to be held at Village Hall.
It did.
And it's great to be back on the Stonegate. It's a beautiful facility. And they remodeled it, they changed the carpeting, they painted, they did a great job here. So it's great to be back at the old Stonegate. I have with me today, we have Trustee Gary Palafis, Trustee Gary Stanton, Trustee Pat Kinane, and Village Clerk Bev Romanoff, the best village clerk in the world. And we're especially pleased to have Ed Cook with us, world-renowned miniaturist.
Ed!
Ed celebrated his 91st birthday yesterday. He doesn't look a day over 60. He looks younger than I am. I mean, hey. It's really good to see you, Ed. I mean, Ed and his late wife, Jan, were stalwarts of this commission. And we're privileged to have some of his miniaturist paintings, as I know some other folks are. And I guess there's a big surprise that Lillian's got. So look forward to that. But just enjoy the evening, enjoy the company, enjoy the wine. Yes, Ed?
I'd just like to echo your words. It's nice to be back in Stonegate, but it's always nice when I come back to Hoffman.
We'll
That's
repeat
right.
that so you can hear that.
It's nice to be in the Stonegate. It's nice to be back in Hoffman Estates. His heart's always been in Hoffman Estates. He moved to Batavia because for childcare reasons, helping his grandchildren, and his heart's always been here. And it's so good to have you here. So just enjoy, folks. Have a good time.
Mayor, thank you.
Thank you.
Bienvenue. Welcome to the 25th Annual French Dinner and Silent Auction. I'm Lillian Mosier, the chairperson of the Sister Cities Commission of the Village of Hoffman Estates, and we are here this year to celebrate our 25th anniversary, and we are at the beautiful facility of the Stonegate. We're happy to be back here with a wonderful food prepared by Chef Sylvain Desmarais from Angoulême, from La Mandier School, along with his wife, Angelique, and 2 students, Anna and Naïs. We're so happy to have them here. What will tonight include? Tonight will include a 4-course meal, French meal, inspired and prepared by the French chef and his assistants. In addition, we will have French wine. We also have liqueur from the sister city called Pinot, not to be confused with Pinot Grigio or Pinot Gris or Pinot Noir. It's Pineau, and it's a liqueur from the region where our sister city is located. In addition to that, we have appetizers this year. We have entertainment provided by a violinist who is the daughter of a former member of our commission, Jean-Marc Barch. His daughter is performing this evening, and we're so thrilled to have her here as a violinist. In addition, we have a wonderful silent auction and many, many wonderful things to bid on. Gift baskets, gift certificates, one and done, and sports memorabilia. But most importantly, tonight we are going to be auctioning off an incredible piece of art from Ed Cook. Ed and his wife Jan were former residents of Hoffman Estates for many, many years. And Ed and Jan were both on the commission. Ed specializes in miniatures, paintings, and he donated one for this evening, and we're going to conduct a live auction for his artwork.
The painting I brought tonight is a kind of accumulation of many years of painting little paintings, and was a barn that I saw in southern Illinois. And I made a few changes on it. It was almost encompassed and covered with trees and foliage, but I took them away so you could see it. I admired, it said something to me. The fact that it had standing, neglected, but even in its state it was in, it had a certain dignity. And the bent back pieces of tin must have occurred during many fierce storms. And I wanted to capture that. But I also made the sky a little bit more colorful, because I wanted to show, even though it was deserted, there was still some beauty surrounding it. I wanted something that I always try to paint a happy painting, and I just liked the feeling that I put into that particular painting. They talk to me, and the subject talks to me. Then I try to convey in the painting peace, beauty, and I like that one, so I figured that would be a good one to donate. Back in 1980, I had a big job change, and I decided to pick up a neglected art talent. And I took a verse from Proverbs 16:3, which is, commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. And I set to painting, and next thing you know, I had paintings coming out from under my brush that I didn't know I was capable of accomplishing. And I like to paint old barns because they're disappearing. I also like textures, and you get lots of textures on an old barn. And I painted many, including the red barn and the farmhouse that was behind this very building on Old Higgins Road. There was a time I was doing up to 36 or 40 per year. Now I do maybe between a dozen and a dozen and a half a year. I always paint on from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock on Saturday afternoons because they have old time radio on WDCB, and I love old time radio shows. So that has been a sacred painting time, and you can bet any painting that you look at that I've done has been done on Saturday afternoon. We moved to Hoffman Estates in 1972, 2nd of February, I might add, and not far from here. We lived in the Pie area on Kingsdale Road, and we had a lovely little ranch house next to a park and a school. And my daughter talked me into downsizing, so now we have a little ranch house in Batavia. But always, Hoffman Estates has had a special place.
Stay tuned for more events for Sister Cities Commission, and next year will be our 26th annual French Dinner and Silent Auction. I hope you'll join us next year if you weren't here this year.